So you're scrolling through Instagram and you stop. Something caught your attention. These bodies, these unreal, Amazonian, extremely muscular, almost god and goddess-like body. You click on the profile and you're scrolling through, admiring these gorgeous, perfect physiques, and see that these bodies, for some reason, are on stage. And you think they must be very important and living an extremely glamorous life if they're on stage. You scroll up to read the bio and it says nationally ranked bikini competitor, and you're like, whoa, this person's gotta be a big deal. You look up what this bikini or these fitness competitions are, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
Wait a minute.
Before you sign up and pay that $150 enrollment fee, let me tell you a little something about competing. Hey guys, Michelle McDaniel here from My Thoughts Will Probably Offend You, and owner and creator of Proto, the protein donuts. And today I'm telling you a few things you might want to think about before you step into the wonderful world of really orange tans and stripper heels, aka bodybuilding and fitness competitions. Now this is gonna be more of a list thing, but if there's anything that I mentioned that you want just more information about, just leave it in the comment section and there might be a future sarcastic but informative video on the topic. And also one more thing before we start, you guys have to remember this industry is very tiny. Very tiny. It's starting to get a little bit more popular because of social media, but let's be real, this is a very unknown sport. And I love basing a lot of my videos, like I like to have some type of proof in the videos, which is why it kind of took me a while to want to make this video, because everything's kind of so different for every single person in this industry. So a lot of this stuff I'll be talking about is going to be coming from what I see, the very high profile coaches that I've talked to, the popular fitness models and bodybuilders that I've talked to, the wonderful internet information that I've read, and of course my personal experiences. So let's just hop right into this. I'm just gonna say it, you guys, competing is actually not that healthy. Just because someone has muscles and is super lean and has nice ripped abs does not mean that they're a healthy person. Now, a lot of bodybuilders and fitness competitors I've noticed have a lot of heart issues and kidney and liver issues. Now, I'm not gonna talk about that, but let's talk about what you do to get into that competition shape. Now, remember people, we're not talking about your everyday let's work out and eat a special K-bar type of. We're talking about competition shape. That's a whole nother level of body. You're taking your body to the absolute limit when it comes to competing, if you're actually taking it seriously. Once you get very close to the competition, you're eating very low calories, very low carb, all while still having to strap up, get to the gym, and train hard. If you're tired, suck it up, you pansy, because you will be tired. You will feel drained, you'll feel irritable, and you won't have that booming energy that it looks like a lot of these people have on Instagram. 2, eating disorders. When I got into bodybuilding, I was really excited to just be surrounded by this max group of healthy, confident, stable people. Wrong. There's actually a lot of people in this industry with eating disorders, and the more and more people I talk to, their eating disorders didn't come until after they competed. Who would have thought that getting judged on your body could put a lot of stress on you? I myself became a full-on horrid binge eater after my first competition. To piggyback off the previous point, you're literally getting judged on the way you look. So if you are a very insecure person, you're not very mentally strong, you have to think about what's going on in this competition. You're standing on stage in a very, very tiny bikini, or for the guys, that, and you're pretty much getting told by a bunch of old men and maybe like 1 or 2 women that your body is good enough or not good enough. So if you're not ready to handle the fact that you probably won't place, sorry to be negative, but you have to think of it realistically. If the show's really big, so you have to make sure that you're ready to mentally handle the thought of you losing. Because if you're not mentally ready to kind of feel bad, you're gonna feel really bad. You can't eat fruit. Well, you can. I did, but many competitors avoid fruit because of the carb and the sugar that's in the fruit. Coaches that only want your money and couldn't give a flying about your health. Now, this is aimed mostly toward those really popular coaches with the 50,000 million clients that are all competing in the same weekend. Do you think they really give a about you? I'm gonna take a wild guess here and just say no. They care about money and getting as many people as they can a trophy. It's a business, so I mean, they should care about money. They don't want their business to fail, but at the same time, do you want to just be kind of a product to them? 0-calorie food. Does it sound too good to be true? Yeah, because it is. It tastes horrible. Politics. I don't care what anyone says. Being with a very popular or well-known coach or team can help your chances of getting a better placing in these type of competitions. I've seen it so many times. Almost every single show that I go to, if I'm like near the front, there's like the judges in the front and it never fails. There's a few coaches that sit like right behind them with their phones showing them like, oh, see this girl, number 33, she's on stage. Look at these pictures, her before and after pictures, she's amazing. So whether you agree with me or not that judges can kind of be swayed per se, let's just say that you were a judge and there are so many people on stage. Like at these competitions, there's tons and tons of people, especially if you're in bikini. It's very easy to kind of just morph all the girls together. Like everyone just starts looking the same, you know, once you see like 100 girls pass through stage. So if someone showed you a picture of a chick that's gonna be on stage, told you their number, repeatedly told you their story, showed you before and after pictures, subconsciously you are probably gonna recognize her or him, and you might just give them a little bit more of your mental time. I can't speak for you, but for me, if someone showed me pictures and I could recognize them on stage, I'm probably going to look at them a little bit more, whether I'm doing it on purpose or not. So in my opinion, popular coaches and teams do help because some of them do know the judges and they're buddy-buddy with them. So what do buddies do? They help each other out. So don't let that hinder you. I didn't know anyone when I competed. I also trained myself, went to the competitions by myself with no friends, didn't know anybody. Nobody really talked to me. I felt like I was back in high school. And I ended up getting first in 2 NPC competitions that had quite a bit of teams there. So don't let it hinder you. It doesn't mean you're gonna come in last place if you don't have a popular coach, but I'm saying it can definitely help. Steroids. Many people use them, to the big old bodybuilders to even those small bikini girls.
You know, I run across this all the time. For whatever reason, you know, male bodybuilders just love to get their girlfriends on cycles. I don't know what the obsession is. I have no idea. You see, there's steroids that are less masculine and more masculine. So, real quick, you know, Anavar, Primobolan, Winstrol, those are pretty much the 3 drugs of choice for women. And, you know, you can take those at mild dosages and, you know, not get masculine side effects, not get, you know, really bad side effects from it. You can get away with it. Sure, it can be done. But again, doing it right, doing it smart, mild dosages, and, you know, great. You can get away with it and stay feminine and, you know, get a little harder, a little more toned, and it's all good.
Peak week. I've seen a lot of pro bodybuilders and a lot of fitness models say there's no such thing as...
Okay, y'all, I'm so sorry, but this video is getting as long as the weaves I get for my competition. So we are going to cut it until next week. But until then, in the comment section, tell me your experiences with competition prep. And for the people who have never competed, do you want to, or are you leaning more toward the hell no? See y'all next week for the wrap up of The Truth About Competing Part 2.